Now, I want to introduce our first speaker, Anissa Harris. She will deliver her prepared speech on persuasive influence level 1 uh, evaluation and feedback. Her speech title, Teaching Moment in Parenting. That's welcome, Anisha.
Anissa, everything has a place, and there is a place for everything. That's where your shoes will be if that's where you put them back, said my mother. Anissa, closed mouths don't get fed, said my father. Growing up, I often thought the words that found their way outside of my parents' mouths were all made up riddles. I heard my parents say countless times, "You are not twins," when my three siblings and I found it only fair that if one should get something, we all should. "You weren't raised in a barn," my mother would say regarding the tidiness of our home. Well, of course not. She makes us keep this place immaculate. Has she forgotten the daily chore list she handed out? Were my thoughts on the topic. One time I said, "Mom, I'm going to have to let this lasagna pan soak overnight. I can't get the tightly baked onto cheese, pasta, and sauce removed from the pan." Her suggestion: put some elbow grease on it. I wanted to parent from opposite planets than my parents. I thought, what topic could possibly come up that my response would be, "You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can send a fool to college, but you can't make him think." To be honest, I didn't know what I would say. I decided that I would tackle each situation as they came. Surely in those moments, I know what to say. Besides, if I needed advice, there was always Oprah and Dr. Phil. Fast forward, I've been at this parenting thing now for quite some time. And some days I'm like, I got this. And other days, not so much. On those days, it's like walking the green mile. It is a slow, slow, let me repeat, a slow walk. Over the years, my kids have constantly asked me questions. "I'm so hungry. What's for dinner? Can I go to the park? Which T-Pain song can I listen to?" And for me, it's not about just that one time answer. It's about trying to invoke some sort of thought because I need my kids to think. My son says, "Where are the toenail clippers? I can't find them." For what felt like the 100th time, I respond, "You were the last person to use them. If you put them back, that's where they're going to be." "They're not there," he says. "Did you move stuff around? I mean, it's not just going to jump out at you and say, 'Here I am.' Did you even put them back after you used them last?" Son, everything has a place, and there is a place for everything. My kids have had me living on auto repeat. "Excuse me," I say, walking into the living room where my son's playing video games. "Why are there socks, cups, and wrappers all over the floor? Am I tripping? Were you raised in a barn?" To which he promptly points out, "What about dad? He left his shoes by the table." Now, fellow Toastmasters, I'm not sure how many times I'm going to have to point this out to this kid that him and his dad, they're not twins. It's important to me to know that I am impacting their existence. After all, I am sending them into a world where they could be your server, your doctor, or your repairman. And most importantly, I know the world that I'm handing them into. I need to know their heart. I need to know what they value. I need to know what they've absorbed. And then this happens. "Hey, dad, how come you didn't ask for help carrying up the groceries? How was your day? Did you present your proposal to your boss?" No, son, I don't think she wants to go in this direction. You never know, Dad. Closed mouths don't get fed. Help her to see your vision. Be the goat. You got this. And it's moments like this where I find myself understanding my parents just a bit more. I realized that those words were an expression of their love and their care. Those carefully chosen phrases held valuable lessons about awareness, responsibility, and it helped to shape my character. It's taken a while for the world to come back around and show me, but you know what they say, you can lead a horse to water,